Welcome, my name is Gayle, and this practice is just 5 minutes. We're going to focus on our shoulders, and our shoulders are one of the most flexible joints in our body. They have a lot of range of motion, but it also means they're kind of vulnerable. So it's important that we work on maintaining that range of motion, or maybe for some of us even increasing it, as well as building some strength in our shoulders. So let's start by exploring the range of movement that we have in a very concise way. So 4 ranges of motion. So squeeze your shoulders up, that's lifting up, and then squeeze them back, lower them down, and round them forward. So elevate up, rotate back, depress down, and round forward. Lift up, squeeze back, lower down, round forward. And just continue working to try and find these 4 points and where your edge is. And the edge may start to even increase a little bit as we move. So we're not trying to draw fast circles that might just get into part of the range of movement. We're trying to just kind of notice like what we've got. And now start to smooth it out into a circle, but moving slowly so that you maintain that range of motion. Just nice and soft and even. You could even close your eyes so you could feel this more. And now we'll reverse the direction. So lift up, round forward, lower down, squeeze back. Lift up, round forward, lower down, squeeze back. A couple more times. Noticing how it feels moving in different direction. And then we'll start to link those points together. Just take it nice and slow and easy. Good. And just let your shoulders relax a little bit. Interlace your fingers and rotate the palms forward and just reach forward with your arms. Let your back round. Feel your shoulder blades spreading apart. And then keep that length as you reach your arms up. And notice how your shoulders glide up by your ears. Release your hands. Bring your hands behind your back. So you interlace your fingers behind your back and reach back. Notice how that draws your shoulder blades towards each other. And then try and reach your hands to the floor, which draws your shoulder blades away from your ears. So let's do that one more time. So reach forward, let your back round. Feel the shoulder blades really spread apart. And then keep that openness as much as you can as you reach up. Release your hands, interlace your finger behind your back, squeeze back, reach back, and then lower down, trying to reach toward the floor. Good. So notice how that feels on your shoulders. Maybe just wiggle the shoulders around. And now let's come onto our hands and knees in tabletop. And we're gonna start off doing shoulder flossing. So keeping your arms straight, lower your chest toward the floor, and then push away from the floor. So your shoulders are moving, but your elbows aren't bending. And just glide back and forth a couple more times, warming up the shoulder joint. Slowly lowering down. And now come onto your forearms and step your feet back into a forearm plank. So even though this is working the shoulders a lot, it's not just about the shoulders. So engage your whole body here. Press into your big toe mounds, press into your hands, squeeze your forearms towards each other and your legs towards each other. And extend out from your chest and your heels in opposite directions. And you can keep kind of playing with these different actions to help you stay in your forearm plank. Good. Lower your knees down to the floor and just let your hips rest on the floor, coming into Sphinx pose. And instead of letting your shoulders round forward, think of pulling them back. And we'll do one more thing. So you're welcome to stay in the forearm plank or lift up into dolphin prep with me. So lift your hips up, push into your hands. And if you want to, you can walk forward. Send your chest back behind you, behind your elbows, and your hips up. You can always bend your knees. You can always stay back a little bit further. But just kind of play with this here. And push into your hands. Try and bring your hips back, your chest back a little bit more towards your hips. And then walk your feet back. Lower down. Slide your hands back by your sides. Lift, keep the shoulder blades lifted, the shoulders lifted, and curl up into your cobra. Using your back muscles, thinking of pulling the back of your shoulder blades towards each other. And lift up, stretch back into child's pose. So you notice if your hands are forward, it's a different stretch on your shoulders than if your hands are back. Either one is fine, is great. Just you can decide. So there's like a quick little shoulder routine you could do anytime. Doesn't take a lot of time. It works on building strength and openness. I hope you feel like kind of rejuvenated and your chest feels really good, your shoulders feel good, and really kind of streams down into our whole body. So I'd love it if you would leave a comment, ask a question, make a request, and I hope to see you again soon.